What is it like to be the face of Season 5 in NBA 2K25?
I mean, what it's like, it's an honor, you know. My younger self is looking up and thinking that's dope.
I'm looking up too, and I'm like, this is dope. So I feel like your draft class had a bunch of French players, but even every draft class after that had a bunch of.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward, Jalen Wells. Now let's meet your Utah Jazz. Starting at point, 6'4".
Welcome everyone to a brand new season of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant is the point with Bane out on the wing. Mr. Perfect out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the small forward. And for the Jazz, the guard pair, it's George and Sexton. The pairing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's Markkanen in at the 3. And the Jazz start out with the ball. Richard, this place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
Here's Bane. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
With all the points he gets on the perimeter, it's trouble for the D when Bane starts getting points inside.
Now, here is George. Kessler passes to George. And here is Markkanen. Clock at 6. Utah needs to get off a shot here. Releases. Second chance shot. Kessler with the bucket.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Jackson finds Morant. His three-pointers off the mark. The Jazz have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Markkanen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, guys, Lauri Markkanen had said all along he was content to stay in Utah. And after signing a contract extension, he remains with the Jazz. He turns 28 in May, so he's just entering his prime. There's plenty of runway left as the Jazz think he can guide them back to the playoff mix. And with the timing of when Markkanen signed his extension, he is not trade eligible during this season.
John, we really appreciate the update. We know how detailed you are. Thanks so much. Kessler, no good.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, this is what you love seeing. Jackson Jr. using that size advantage on the offensive glass.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Talked to Will Hardy a little while ago. Well, of course, they're concerned about the dynamic Ja Morant. Coach told me the plan is simple. Make things as hard as they can on Ja on both ends of the floor. Make him work on defense, and by crunch time, maybe we can tire him just a little bit. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Markkanen good.
already a solid shooter. When you play off marketing, you risk getting burned.
Inside, here's Mr. Perfect, and it's Memphis with another.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
There's the pass to Kessler. And George kicks to Sexton. In the corner, Collins with it. Back to Sexton. Craig D that time from Bain. Memphis leading. Morant finds Bain. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Wells. The rebound by the Jazz. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Greg Collins Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Now Wells, he has yet to score. And Bain, the bucket on the assist from Wells.
A high percentage look for Bain. He gets to his spot and just nails it.
Sexton, the pass to Collins. George dishes to Sexton. Driving inside. Aldama with the rebound.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off. He finds the shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Grizzlies fourth.
That tells you the kind of strong defense they played last season. It wasn't easy to bring the ball inside against them at all.
There's the lob to Markkanen. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
They put it up and Markkanen just powers it through.
Grizzlies have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. Pass to Wells. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Bain against Sexton. Bain passes to Mr. Perfect. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
They've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
To the wing right side. Here's Wells. Still scoreless. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Sexton against Bain, and Kessler throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Wells passes to Mr. Perfect. 2 points. That one goes. Mr. Perfect's got his third bucket of the night.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Jazz trail by 4. George with the ball. Passes it to Collins. Markkanen from outside. Outside for Sexton. Second shot opportunity. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant outside. The shot misses. Collins with some nice D. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. In the corner, George with it. The pass to Kessler. Sexton against Morant. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And it's John Collins with the rebound.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Kessler passes to Sexton. Back to Kessler. And George kicks to Sexton. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Aldama. Collins with some nice D. And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Trailing by 2. And Markkanen throws it down.
And rising with such ease. Markkanen likes to get up top to bring it down.
Morant, the bounce pass. And here is Wells. Now, here's Bain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Colin Sexton. Jazz trail by 5. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Mr. Perfect out there with Jackson. Then it's Santi Aldama. Then it's Morant. And it's Kennard in at the 2 guard. Back to George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screen. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
High post, Jackson, Markkanen on him, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So it'll be Jaren Jackson shooting. It's on Lauri Markkanen. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
And what really distinguishes Jackson, the soft touch of the shot. Most young bigs are still developing that.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Here's a look at some stats for Sexton. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 18 points a game last season. 5 assists and 2 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
The shot's good from Kennard.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Clarkson. It's rebounded by Memphis. Mr. Perfect's got 4 rebounds in this game. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Bringing it on D. Morant with the swat.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Pass to Jackson. Over to the wing. To the right side. Back to Kennard. Jackson against Markkanen. Passes it to Kennard. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
High post, Kessler. Here's George. No good again that time. Outside, Sexton. Driving in. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. And you look at the Grizzlies' defense the last few years, RJ extremely disruptive.
Yeah, they've been top of the league in steals and blocks. That's just a part of the DNA in Memphis. It can be exhausting playing against guys like this.
Mr. Perfect can't hit.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now Sexton. 6 points for him. Here's Kessler. That one doesn't go. Some solid defense from Mr. Perfect. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And the pass to Aldama. Kept alive, Mr. Perfect. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
And the Jazz call time here. Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebound.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Clarkson on the wing, defended by Aldama. Clarkson dishes to George. Going inside, takes it out to Markkanen. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start. Here's Sexton. He has 6. Kessler with it. Pass to Markkanen. Over Jackson. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 11 points.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Morant passes to Mr. Perfect. Missed inside. Jazz trail by 14. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Clarkson kicks to Markkanen. Pass to George. Back to Markkanen. 4 on the shot clock. The 19-foot shot. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Well, his shooting is unfortunately not a big thing. And his lackluster accuracy is probably the thing that's keeping them behind.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. It's a 16-point game. Clarkson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 4 assists now tonight.
A fine shooter from deep. Clarkson has a good feel for when to let it fly.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. Passes it to Mr. Perfect. Lets it go with a 3. Second chance effort, and the basket by Jackson. 7 points in the game.
Well, Jackson Jr. is an efficient rebounder, and he knows to send that one right back.
Markkanen passes to George. Back to Markkanen. No good from outside. And here are the Grizzlies with it. They're on a 17-5 run here. Kennard with the ball. Started now by Sexton. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And the Jazz making a change here. Collins has checked in, and Memphis also making a switch. Wells has checked in. Collins passes to George. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. George against Morant. And the dunk by Wells.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. Ja Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually.
Back to you.
I know it. But David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man circus. Drills it from outside.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Here's Sexton. Here's Kessler. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Here's Morant. That shot is off. Jazz trail by 20. George looking around. Shoots over Morant. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Morant passes to Mr. Perfect. And that one drops. Mr. Perfect's got 10.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Kessler finds Markkanen. Outside, George. The pass to Kessler. That ball, nice feed that time from George. George has got 5 assists tonight.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
He got a 3 to fall in the first, and now his second in this quarter. Not a trend the defense wants to see.
Pass to Kessler. And Kessler throws it down for 2.
Great power, homie. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely a resounding dunk. And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Hendricks is checked in, and it's Collier in for Keontae George. Memphis also making some changes. Edey comes in for Jackson, and it's Bain in for Luke Kennard. Bain against Sexton. Here's Mr. Perfect. Hendricks pulls it in.
Even though he had space, there is never an easy fadeaway.
Dishes it to Collins. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Mr. Perfect. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Jazz trail by 21. Here's Collier. He's got 5. Outside for Sexton. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's a second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be.
So it's the Memphis Grizzlies with an 18-point lead as the quarter.
55. The Grizzlies, 73.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there by Desmond Bain.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Wing pair will be Sexton and Markkanen. Preparing up front, it'll be Collins and Kessler. And it's George in at the 1 spot. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around, and it's off from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Bain passes to Morant. And finished off by Morant.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. R.J. Morant has always had unquestionable talent. Now it's a question of, can he focus on his game?
And you hope he had his wake-up call. Still one of the most exciting players in the game. His burst and bounce, one of a kind.
Nailed from three-point land.
And you love how instant Collins' shot can be. Gets a pass and wastes no time in releasing it.
The shot by Wells, no good. Jazz trail by 19 to the inside. George passes to Kessler. Bain against Sexton. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Nice ball movement by Utah. They get it again. Kessler. Outside, George. Tries yet again. Count it.
4-2.
Memphis leading by 17. Up top, Morant. Defended by George. Jackson passes to Morant. Off target with his three. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Collins. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The Jazz, number 1.
You know, they made that a point of emphasis a season ago. I mean, they spent a lot of time in practice drilling their free throws. And I think it really paid off with the best percentage in the league.
Morant against George. Pass to Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Shoots over Wells. Markkanen can't get it to go. Kessler. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Mr. Perfect. Memphis leading by 15. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Returning to number 2 seed in the 2023 playoffs, Richard. Last season was a lost year because of all those injuries and other things in Memphis.
Ja Morant only played 9 games last year. Desmond Bain missed half the year. Marcus Smart out. The Grizzlies still have a lot of young talent and a very bright future.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Sexton.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Mr. Perfect, the pass to Jackson. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's covered by Kessler. Shot clock at 6. Morant bats for 2. And again, Memphis no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Outside, Markkanen. Shoots over Wells. Markkanen, good. Markkanen's got 13 points.
And staying aggressive on offense. Markkanen's always looking to score the basketball. This guy has really become a refined scorer.
Morant passes to Mr. Perfect. To the paint, shoots. Nice touch on the back shot. He's got 14.
That is a perfect placement of that dime. Just guided it right to him.
Jazz trail by 17. And here's George. Pass to Collins. The 3. Wells grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Bain against Clarkson. Bain, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Marking it into the lane. Now, here is George. The pass to Kessler. George with the ball. Guarded by Morant. For 3. And that one's good. George. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Clarkson against Bain. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Bain. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Here's George on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Wells is out there with John Morant. And there's Jackson. Then it's Mr. Perfect. And it's Aldama in at the three, the small forward. Pass to Markkanen. Mr. Perfect with the rebound. Mr. Perfect's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Morant passes to Mr. Perfect. Yep, that one goes. Mr. Perfect's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Grizzlies.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Morant against George. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and Kessler throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Pass to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now Morant. Passes to Mr. Perfect. Kessler with the rebound.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Collins kicks to George. No good with the layup. Memphis leading by 3. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Mr. Perfect. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Collins passes to George. Stood on the wing. To the middle. Here's Markkanen. The Grizzlies pull it in. 22 is their biggest lead. And there's the pass to Aldama. Here's Mr. Perfect. Wells in the corner. Pass to Mr. Perfect. And it's sent back by Kessler. Sexton deciding where to go with it. High post, Kessler. No good, and he's missed half of his 14 field goal attempts. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Markkanen finds George.
Name a type of shot. DeAndre George can hit it more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
I'm liking the throwback approach. They're making use of the mid-range area and inflicting major damage there.
And another thing, they continue to work it inside and score. It's clear their game plan is attacking the paint as much as possible.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more and doing just that.
Right, no one questions the Grizzlies' talent. The challenge has always been availability.
Yeah, whether it's been injuries or suspensions, it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're missing key players. But when they're all on the floor, Kevin, they can beat anyone.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Mr. Perfect. George against Morant. Plays it up off the glass. Morant's got 21 in the game.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
On the wing, Markkanen. Kessler, great positioning on the put-in. Kessler's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Collins. Over Jackson. Shot by Collins, no good.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And Aldama slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
It's stolen by Aldama. Wells with it. Now defended by Markkanen. Markkanen with the block.
And how about Markkanen using his size and reach on defense? Great timing in terms of being able to get up and block shots.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball, and that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
Let's hear it for your Jazz dancers. Dance team.
Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run. On the wing, Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Passes it to Aldama. Down low. And he dunks it down.
20.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. George passes to Collins. Sexton dishes to George. Takes it inside. Lays it up and banks it in.
Something seemed to click for him at halftime. He's looked a lot more focused, and the game is just easy for him now.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Mr. Perfect. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. They get it back. Off target at the rim. Memphis leading by 13. Now the pass to Wells. To the paint. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mr. Perfect's got 22 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Sexton, the pass to Kessler. Outside, Sexton. Outside, Collins. It's George on the wing. Guarded by Morant. Just 5 on the clock. Free throw line jump shot. Almost, but it rolls out. For Memphis, they've gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8-12.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Number 20.
Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Kessler. And George kicks to Sexton. Yep, that one goes in there.
Clever and confident in that pick and roll. Sexton's decision-making in these sets has really improved.
Pass to Mr. Perfect. Now here's Wells. Defense is right there. Here's Aldama. A three-pointer, no good.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
It's stolen by Aldama. Morant with it. George picks him up. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Walker Kessler. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. Here's Jackson. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's his first personal.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And, Richard, when it comes to Jaren Jackson, there's a lot to appreciate. My goodness.
Oh, I love that he can guard 1 through 5. Really a modern defensive NBA big man. He can go back to the basket or he can face up. He doesn't need the ball to make a huge impact.
Bain with the bucket.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
And so George will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Trailing by 19. Here's Kessler. That ball nicely that time from George. George has got his 9th assist in the game now. On the wing, Jackson. Back to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, wow. Okay, Ja turning it loose. Someone throw that man some water.
The Jazz shooting well. They're at 45%. Pass to Kessler. Here's George. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Here's Morant. Makes that one fall. It's his 8th bucket in 15 shot attempts.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Yeah, we can see over here. The coach, he has some choice words for his team. Words we cannot repeat.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Ja Morant.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
Number 20.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Jazz trail by 21. George with the ball. He kicks it to Sexton. Popped up there for Collins. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Morant dishes to Jackson. Mr. Perfect, the pass to Morant. Stolen by George. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Got that one up quick. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Outside Jackson. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Memphis.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.